What's up, guys? I don't know if anybody's going to be watching this later because it's kind of late. So, unless Leaf Year shows up or somebody, I doubt anybody will watch this tonight. I didn't really live stream earlier. Um, Wes and I went and ate around the time that I usually start the live stream, and I just decided not to. Isaiah was really tired anyway, and I knew that he couldn't make it probably. Um, so here I am at 12:30 at night making cookies, which just so happens to work out because my brother is making pineapple upside down cake, or made pineapple upside down cake. Maybe he followed the recipe on 12B baking. Who knows? All right. Basically, I'm just using a box mix to make these cookies. Um, Dolly Parton, because I haven't tried it before, and I kept telling this guy at work that I was going to make cookies because I made him cookies from scratch once that were raspberry cheesecake and like blueberry cheesecake, which turned out pretty good. But I didn't want to make those again because I feel like I've made those enough times now that I'm like, I wanted to do something different. Oh, uh, my brother just texted me and said that he is not making an upside down cake. I thought for sure maybe he knew how to do that. I guess not. Let's see. I feel like I want to wait and kind of talk about what I'm doing until some other people show up. I'm already streaming. Uh, why did I make that face? Oh well. But I won't be too long. What is that? Okay. All right, so the recipe's pretty simple. It's just this box mix, and all it calls for is a half a cup of butter softened and a large egg. Doesn't really get any easier than that. Mix it together, form it into shapes, throw it in the oven. Uh, Literally, my brother could probably do this. So that's how easy it is. I don't know if any of my regulars will be here or not. I feel like Leaf here might show up, but we'll see. So I've already got my butter softening, oven's preheating, got all my stuff out. It's already pretty much ready to go. Got my mixer. Love using my stand mixer. I got a really good deal on it years ago. And if you don't have a stand mixer, I recommend getting one. It's so much easier than the uh, the manual handheld one. Let's see. Also, it is really important to soften the butter because um, the consistency of the cookies will be different if the butter's not softened first. I don't, it's like chemistry, I guess. But hi, cash makers. Hope you're doing well. Anybody that might be new here, normally we talk about plants, but I've been trying to branch into some other things just because I feel like the house plant market is slowing down a little bit. And Isaiah's not here tonight, obviously, because he is probably asleep. He has work in the morning, so that's okay. Uh, I'm just waiting on my oven to preheat, basically. But I kept promising people that I was going to make cookies at work, and even though I made homemade ones before. I'm like, I just don't feel like doing that right now, so I'm just making some chocolate chip ones. Whatever, people will eat them. They don't really care if they're homemade, but sometimes I like to do stuff. I like to get recipes for like original flavored things. So the last time I did raspberry cheesecake cookies, which were actually pretty good. So I just I don't know. It's a lot of work to do that. Cash Maker says, "Can you help me get used to plants because I'm going to start my own garden with my grandma?" As far as outdoor plants go, it kind of depends on where you live. Like, where are you located? I more specialize in indoor stuff, but I mean, I do know some stuff about gardening as well. It's just a lot more maintenance. Like house plants, you mostly just leave them alone, let them do their thing. But with gardening, because they're exposed to the elements and everything, sometimes you have to make sure that you're fertilizing them and watering them so that they don't get too dry. Because where I live, it doesn't rain a whole lot, just enough that it's not a desert, I guess. But normally, if I have like house plants outside, I have to make sure to go out of my way to water them. But yeah, let's see. This is kind of ready. Hampton. Uh, Hampton, where? Oh, Virginia. I mean, as far as I know, the weather in Virginia is pretty nice. I mean, of course, you still have winter time and everything, but I think the coastal states tend to get a little bit more rain, right, on the East Coast. So you would want to just find things, number one, that you like, but also things that maybe aren't going to be too difficult. I would stay away from things like more complicated vegetables that you have to really keep an eye on and everything. There's a lot of easier stuff. Like one thing that a lot of people plant, if you're just wanting like a garden that has flowers that come back or something, a lot of people plant like hostas or bleeding hearts, or there's certain types of hibiscus that come back every year. They're usually okay. Okay. Uh, what's up? I'm gonna call you Bellini. What's up, Bellini? How's it going? Thanks for hanging out with me this late at night. Oh, my cat's gonna bother us too, but that's okay. What? What? All right. Let's crack this egg. I know. I know. All right, done with that. Also, cash makers. How hot does it get in Virginia? Just out of curiosity. In high summer here, in the like the central U.S. Hang on, I'm gonna let my cat out because. Okay, okay, let's go. Let's go. Go. Okay, so here in the central U.S., it can get up to 100. I mean, I think last summer it may have gotten up to like 105 once, which is ridiculous. That's way too hot. What's up, random muchacho? Random muchacho. Eres Latino? Yeah, it's kind of late to be baking, but I promised somebody at work that I would make them some cookies because I made them cookies once, and I kept saying I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So I work tomorrow. Hopefully he works tomorrow. If not, somebody will eat them. But yeah, I've always been kind of a night owl, so here I am baking on my plant channel. What are you guys up to? What are you doing up this late? Everybody else night owls too? Okay, I think we're ready for. Oh, hi, Aiden. I I had to think about it for a minute. I'm like, wait, Saturday. Okay, hang on. I'm confused now. I got to figure out who this is. This isn't Isaiah because you'd be on Esquirroo. What's up, Dr. Sammy? Enjoying my gummy and baking. I'm assuming it's a weed gummy. Also, seeing your little palm tree emoji reminds me that I actually need to water. I considered watering tonight instead of baking. I guess I could do both. Who am I supposed to see on Saturday? I don't have any friends. Hydration is key. That's right. I need to stay more hydrated myself. Oh, it's me. I thought you said it's not me, Isaac. Oh, what's up, Isaac? Did you text Wes? I swear you texted him earlier, but he didn't tell me what you said. Hang on, I gotta get this mixture going. I don't know how loud that is, but it's only temporary, so let's see. So is it just you coming, or are you bringing Josh with you, or what's going on there? Okay, that's cool. How are things with Josh? Just out of curiosity. All right, so we gotta portion these out and then bake them for it looks like about 11 minutes, which should be fine. And no, you're not distracting me. You're fine. I'm distracting myself. What I'm going to do is I'll move the camera so that I can shape these things facing this way. Let's see. Goes away. Let's see. The last thing I got from you, Cash Makers, was that it's really hot. Always remember to scrape your bowl at least once so that everything gets mixed properly. right. Yeah, there's been a lot of rain this year, which I'm not complaining about, although the house did almost flood. I don't know if Wes told you that yet, but it came right up to the door. What's up, Christian? Also, Isaac, I don't know if you heard me, but how are things with Josh? I'm going to turn that off. How are things with Josh? And no, Cash Maker, I didn't hear you. You have to type. I can't hear anything you guys are doing. I won't be that long. I do have to sleep at some point, but okay. All right. Done with that. Take this off. Okay, let me see. I'll fill you in on it tomorrow. Okay, well, that means something happened. Fill me in on it tomorrow. Are you coming to Walmart? Yeah, Christian, I've been kind of antisocial lately. Um, it's been it's been an interesting couple of weeks, but yeah, no, you're good, Isaac. I was like, well, if everything's good, great, and if it's not, I'll be sure to be naked when you get here. Just saying. What's naked game night between friends? Do, do, do. I don't really know how big I want these. I kind of just want them to be about quarter sized, maybe $half sized. Normally, some people use a cookie scoop. I guess I could use a cookie scoop just to kind of get them in the general shape. But I might just actually grab the dough and just see what I can do with it. That's a little big, I think. Take a little bit of that out. I mean, ideally, I want them to be roughly the same size, but yeah, I mean, normally I would probably do that too, actually. Just like use the cookie scoop and then kind of just scrape off the excess. But um, the cookie scoop, sometimes it just sticks too much to the scooper. And it pisses me off. So then I still think these might be a little on the big side, but that's okay. The dough is really sticky too. That's okay. All right. Not big enough. There we go. Yeah, vegetable oil is not a bad idea, actually. Right. So actually, well, I mean, Isaac will know this too, but Christian, um, I'll probably make a video about this, or I'll make a more formal announcement. But Icarus died a couple nights ago. Oh, well, you probably saw it on Facebook. Never mind. I guess that wasn't a surprise. But Isaac didn't know. Well, I mean, what do you do? Like Wes and I got him when we got married. Like, we decided to drive to Iowa because it wasn't legal here yet, and we wanted to adopt a cat together. And we went to the shelter, and we saw one, and it wasn't a very good cat because it was kind of loud and annoying. And Icarus was in a cage, just totally chill, totally relaxed. And I said, well, maybe when we get back, we could look at him and pick him up if he's still here. And so we went, we spent a few days in Iowa, got married, came back, and sure enough, Icarus was still there. So we brought him home. And then he spent the next 16 years with us. So, which is just a long time to have an animal. Okay, cookies are going in the oven. Let's set a timer. Set a 11-minute timer. Let's see. Yeah, he was 20. He lived to be 20. Yeah, well, um, he did get annoying in the end, but you still like miss them. So we took him up, and he actually died right in front of us because I just stayed with him and I held him and kind of tried to keep him warm and made sure that he could see me and that I was there because he just stopped being able to walk. And once he started kind of like his breaths got shorter, I called Wes and I said, "You need to come home because he's not gonna last much longer." And then Wes got home, and he passed a few minutes later. He stopped breathing. So, yeah, it was interesting. Um, I'm trying not to get emotional. What else? So yeah, Now we are down to 3 cats. Yeah. And Wes and I have just been reflecting because it's just kind of the end of an era in a sense because we just had him for so long. Even if he was kind of annoying at the end there, he was just he's always been with us for most of our relationship. So I don't know. It's interesting. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I guess it's I guess that's just what you do. You start reflecting, and we both agree that we just want things to be better in our life, and we want to go do things more and live life more. And I mean, what better reminder of that than losing a pet? I guess. I guess losing a family member too. But yeah. So yeah, perfect example, Isaac. I'm excited to see you Saturday. We haven't gotten to hang out in a long time, so and you're all tan and sexy now. So yeah, I guess I'm done with the mixer. No, Christian, like Isaac was so pale, like just because we all worked at Walmart and none of us ever go outside. And then he got a new job, and he's like working outside more now. He came into work the other day, and I didn't even recognize him hardly until I really looked. At first, I'm just like, who's that good looking guy that just walked in? And then I'm like, the fuck, that's Isaac. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, and I will see you Saturday. Good night. As far as tan, like I can tan, but I got to spend like some time outside. Like when I was in high school and I was doing marching band every summer, I was outside all the time. So it was easy to get a pretty good tan going. Well, there are none right now. I'm just white, white, white. Well, let's see. My back's been hurting a lot, so I'm gonna go to a chiropractor on Friday. Um, Icarus died. Been working. It's been it mostly. How about your week? I think it's I'm using chiropractor generally, but I think it's like an orthopedics and sports medicine clinic. It's whatever one Wes went to, and he said that it was really good. So, uh, well, like what have you been playing? I think I only have enough for like one more pan. I think I made these cookies way too big. That's okay. Diablo 3 was really good. I actually liked it a whole lot. But it got to the point where it was just running the one things over and over and over. And I just felt like even though I was leveling left and right, that I wasn't getting uh, any more power. Like I was getting all these levels, 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 but I was like the same. I don't know. So I kind of got bored with it because I kept dying and couldn't do anything on my own. A prescription for PT, like physical therapy. The one physical therapist I went to one time for my shoulder, I wasn't that impressed. I mean, they were like, "Oh, here's these exercises you do on your own," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." I didn't feel like they did anything for me other than just give me homework. Like, well, I could have done the internet for that. Why did I pay somebody all that money? But okay, well, they're starting to flatten out, so there's something. I'd share if I could. It's amazing. It actually didn't make that many cookies. I mean, I'm not even going to have that many to share at work. How many does it say it makes? It says it makes 24 cookies. Then I just must have made them fucking huge. Oh, whatever. Well, on kind of a more fun note, I've been teaching Spice how to walk, like outside. I got her a little collar and a leash, and we've been going outside at night and taking walks together. Well, initially I got her a harness. She didn't like that. Um, and then I bought a stroller because I thought maybe Athena would like the stroller since like she wants to be outside, but she doesn't necessarily want to walk around. So it's kind of like her little carriage. And then I thought, well, I'll get a collar because when I take Spice out, just the two of us, she always stays with me. Like we go walk and she's a little slow because she gets distracted, but for the most part, she's really good. So yeah, I took her out on the leash twice today and she did fine. She's just a little fidgety, but right now she's in the garage because she just had to go out there. Like she wouldn't stop meowing. So I put her out in the garage. And yes, it is just you now, as far as I know. Mwahaha. Well, I guess the next time I'll have to make them like half size. Oh well. Big cookies makes 14. That's about what it's making. 14. 12 to 14 minutes. So they may have to stay in there just a little bit longer. I'm kind of hungry, but I don't want to eat anything too crazy because it's so late. Well, it's not so late. It's only one, I guess. But let's see what my brother said. 1:38, he says. Oh yeah, food, of course. Nothing else. Set a 2-minute timer. Om nom 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 nom. Right now I'm eating white chocolate chips because there's nothing else sweet in the house. Wes is on a pretty strict diet, which is great because he is already feeling so much better and he's already lost like 20 pounds and probably more by now. But Um, yep, we don't really keep many sweet things in the house anymore. Pesto's good, but I think for me, it has to be like a pesto like cream sauce. Like I've had some pasta that's just pesto and it's really chunky, and I don't know if I like that as much. I like when it's like an actual sauce. Okay. Hmm. Kind of want to water tonight, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think my brother wants to talk on the phone after I make these cookies. So, okay. Bring you watering? No. Set a 5 minute timer. 5 minutes starting now. So after I pull them out of the oven, I always let them sit on the hot pan for like an extra 5 minutes just to make sure that they kind of finish cooking on the bottom. Because I do like them a little gooey in the middle, like soft, not gooey, but like soft, But at least when they finish cooking on the bottom, it ensures that they're not going to like fall apart when you take them off. And then, of course, I'll put them on my cooling racks, and I don't know, they'll be good. And then I just have to bake one more pan. I think I have enough to make one more pan, it looks like. Yeah, the thing is, like, if I buy store bought cookies, you know, like Chips Ahoy, I like them crunchy. I don't like them soft. I think soft cookies store bought are just very fake tasting, and they don't absorb milk. Like the best part of Milka cookies is that you get to like dunk the cookie and it gets like yummy yummy in your mouth. But when I bake cookies, I prefer them soft. Like I don't like them really crunchy. Correct. Don't spell I need this. Boom, 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 boom. Do I have a spatula? I don't think I do. I mean, I do, but I don't think I have one clean. Um, Actually, I do. Don't know why they all left here. Hmm. This late at night, I think people are just kind of perusing YouTube because they're bored or high or whatever. Um, but I know it ain't late, but for a lot of people it is. I mean, it is late. It's just we like being up late. Plants. I haven't lost any recently, which is kind of crazy because I mean I've been watering, but not really. But no, what I have is doing fine. But it is time to water. Like within the next day or two, I need to water probably. Yeah, I know. Well, that the lemon trees outside, it's doing great. That ficus aspera, the one that has like the white and green leaves, the one that lost all of its leaves sitting in the garage, um, it's like really bushy now. Like it got all of its leaves back. It's kind of crazy. I think it just wanted to be outside. It's just one of those tree ficuses that just need to be outside. So yes, you need to be like, hey, it's time to freaking water. Mm, I don't know. Like I need to put the orange tree outside probably because I just feel like it probably wants to be outside too, honestly. And the lemon tree is doing pretty well. I need to make sure I keep them watered when it starts getting super freaking hot. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah. Um, well, last winter they did great. Last winter is when the lemon tree finished ripening its lemons. Like that was great. I mean, the orange tree kept growing. They didn't lose any leaves or anything. But then, for whatever reason, the lemon tree stopped doing well. I think because it needs to be repotted. It needs to be in a different pot because that nursery pot it's in, I think it drains too quickly. But like a magnolia tree, like in the ground, what kind of magnolia tree is it? Oh, these smell so freaking good. Wow. Hang on, I'm scraping cookies. Now, get my last little bit here. Dwarf magnolia. Okay. Well, I figured it wasn't Magnolia grandiflora, but especially where you live, even where we live, like some people try to have those and they just don't do well because it doesn't rain enough here, and it also gets I think it gets too cold for them. I see them more blossoming and thriving even in like Tennessee, which you know I guess it's just whatever. Well, as far as sharing cookies goes, I don't think I'm going to have that much to share. All right. It was a little small. I'm going to have to take some from other cookies to make it the right size. There. All right. These I'm actually going to flatten just a little bit. All right, in they go. Oof. Set a 12-minute, 45-second timer. 12 minutes and 45 seconds. Uh, uh, oh, okay. Well, um, I don't know if you weren't there for the last live stream, were you? I don't think you were. Oh, yeah. Isaiah had the frozen durian, which is still in my fridge. I probably need to throw that away. Who's number one? Oh, Isaac's probably number one. Ooh, all right. Are you ready for this? Mm-mm-mm. Boy, they're sure buttery. It wanted a shit ton of butter. Probably only be able to eat one of these. Cookie dance. Cookie dance. What was I just saying? Oh, yeah, I still need to make a video kind of announcing that I want to start doing some different things. The thing is, like, I don't want to venture too far from plants. Like, I still want to be, like, plant adjacent, but, like, we're not just going to start talking about cars or something. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've done that. The thing is, I just want to do something besides plants. Like I said, plant adjacent so that we can still kind of work it in there. But I'm not gonna be like so confined to just houseplants because I just feel like that I feel like that particular genre is it's kind of limiting. Um, like um, that's not a bad idea. Of course, I have to have people for that. I have to have people that I could go like sit in their homes and be like, "Hey, you're gonna be on camera. Talk about your plans." Like, but I mean, I like that idea though. Here it comes. You're gonna say, "Well, fly out and see me." Who's Amanda? Like Plantarina Amanda? I don't think she's doing anything anymore. Isn't she done? I think we'd be kindred spirits. It's true. More importantly, you should join us on the live stream. Yeah, but I don't know. She tried to come back with like a crafting channel or something, and I don't know how well it did. I'm on right now. But I don't know. Like, I always said that if I got a bunch of subscribers, I would, talk about up and coming channels, but I don't think anybody else um, gives a shit about that. But I think that so like we did that other shopping video, Isaiah, when we when was that, like a month ago that we went to Kansas City, maybe over a month. And Wes put a lot of work into editing that and everything, and we promoted it. You have to pay YouTube, and they like promote your video to get you more subscribers. Well, we promoted the first one and got like a shit ton of new subscribers from it. And this time we promoted it and we didn't get anything. So it was just kind of a waste of $100. And I'm just like, well, that sucks. Well, like I was gonna, yeah, Dragonite. Like I was gonna come earlier, and then Wes decided he wanted to go eat, and I'm like, that's fine because I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. Like last week was fine, but like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, like a lot of people were busy, and yeah, imagine eating. So I'm like, well, I'll just. And Isaiah was asleep anyway. Like he was tired, and um, I know like styling and everybody just loves Isaiah. So yeah. I did. I made cookies, or I am in the process of making cookies. I'm almost done, but yes. Om nom nom nom. Uh, how am I going to get these to work? I need like a container. Do I have a container? No, that one's too big. Maybe this should work. How have you been, Dragonite? I every time I see Pokemon plushes at work, I think of you, and I just feel like I haven't gotten to talk to you in a while. Why is this dusty? Not sleeping? I feel you. Fuck, why is this thing dusty? Ever since we almost moved, my back's been fucked up, and it's just kind of gotten worse. So I'm gonna go see a doctor about it. But I know part of the problem is that I'm not sleeping enough, and I'm just not disciplined enough to go to bed on time. That's the problem. I sleep just fine once I'm in bed asleep, but it's forcing myself to stop having fun to go like to bed to get up and go to work. Like who fucking wants to do that? No, nobody broke my back. Trust me. But I did go get a massage like last week, and the massage therapist was like, "Wow, you've got a lot going on back here," and I'm like, "Well, that could be taken a couple of ways, but yeah." Okay, we got 2 minutes till I pull them out of the oven. Let me check on them. Actually, these are smaller, so I might pull them out a little bit early. All right, you guys are getting put in the box. This box is just not very effective. Right. Perfect. Well, hello, Leaf here. I had a feeling you would show up. Cooking through laughter and tears. So, Leaf, I've been telling this guy at work that I was going to make cookies again. Remember when I made those raspberry cheesecake cookies? He was like, "When are you going to make cookies again?" So I bought a mix the other day, and I haven't done it yet. And I work tomorrow, so I'm like, "Well, I'll just go and make them." Mm, set a 5 minute timer. Cookies, cookies. I'm excited for cookies. Um, Actually, Leaf, here, um, before before we get too invested in the happy part of the live stream, I should tell you that Icarus died a couple days ago. Um, so yeah. Ooh, even just saying it kind of made me a little emotional. Yeah. But I mean, he was 20, and it's just within the last week, he just started going downhill so fast. Like he got super skinny, super fast. The thing with cats is that usually what gets them is renal failure. And once their kidneys fail, their body stops being able to process water and they get really skinny and they stop eating and then they die. So, yeah. Uh, it was just like we'd kept him out of the bedroom for a few months because he was getting incontinent and he was peeing, so we had to put like pee pads down. But the bedroom's carpet. But once he laid down and I realized that he couldn't stand up, we took him upstairs into the bedroom, and we just put like a pee pad under the sheet on the mattress, and uh, that's where he died. Was laying on the bed like he liked to do. So um, we took him up to the place to get him cremated yesterday. And the funny thing is, there's a couple of things actually that are weird about it. The cremation place is super cool. Like they're really nice. They have all these options for like packages and how you want things presented. And they have a room that's like a showing room for pets, like kind of at a funeral for people. And I think that was one of the hardest parts was because you realize you're never going to see him again. Fuck. I wasn't going to get emotional on the fucking stream. Ugh. So that was hard, leaving him there. Um, but yeah. Yeah, he was with us for 16 years, so a long time. And then I had to go to work, of course, after we dropped him off and try to pull myself together. And we got home that night, and it was just so quiet. Like there was just something missing. Um, so yeah, what do you do? The timer go off yet? No. This is my sad batch. uh, where's my spatula? Yeah, well, it's just one of those things that you're going to have to deal with eventually. And those few days of feeling terrible don't cancel out the years and years you have of like taking care of them and like having, such good memories with them. So, yeah. Where does this even go? Oh, it goes right there. I mean, I used wax paper. Do I really need to wash these? I don't think I do. Okay. Anyway, Leafy, how are you doing? I feel like I've caught up with everybody else. How about you? Well, this one looks actually clean. Is this thing still on? Like, is it still working? Oh, well, no, I just wanted to make sure that it was still working. Boy, I know all about that. Getting caught up on projects. Gosh, man. Oh. I mean, school starts again in like a month. I mean, where did summer go? That's crazy. And I haven't been spending much time online either, other than like studying and stuff, Spanish. But I just haven't felt super motivated even to like make videos, even though I need to. What was the other thing I was going to bring up? Oh, I have a story for you guys. Maybe you guys can weigh in on this. Um, Hang on, I'm going to put these in this container. Put you in there. I feel like these are going to end up being crunchier. Shut up. Are you serious? It's barely July. Here's the thing about craft stores before I tell my story. I love craft stores, but I feel like most of the stuff that's in there I can't do anything with. You know what I mean? Like I'm just not that creative or handy when it comes to crafting. Like I've tried crocheting and like I'm not really that artistic. I like to color with a piece of bread overnight and they'll be softer. Huh, I didn't know that. Well, I'm not the one eating them, so I'm not too worried about it. Some people like crunchy cookies. Ooh, crunch, crunch, crunch. Um, what was I going to say? Oh, so I got accepted into the music program. I found out over the summer, which is great. And I had told some of the guys, I'm like, we should get together over the summer and play a little bit. Maybe we could just practice a duet, something just to hang out and get to know each other a little better and play music. That's kind of the key thing. And then I find out for one thing, nobody has like returned messages or anything or messaged me. But then I see on Facebook that my professor took like two of the guys to this seminar that had like some kind of famous trumpet players there giving like lessons. And so then I commented on the post, I'm like, when was this? I didn't even know about it. And so then my professor texts me like immediately after I post that. And he's like, oh, well, sorry if, didn't mean to leave you out. He's like, well, it was just more geared towards majors because it was kind of advanced. And I'm thinking, okay, but I still could have been invited. Like I still could have like came there and learned something, even if I couldn't like actually play and keep up, right? Like I still could have been a part of that. So yeah, I don't know. Like I'm trying not to take it personally, but at the same time, I feel like if I'm just going to be left out of stuff because I'm not majoring in music, that doesn't really feel fair. Right. Or like one of the guys could have texted me and been like, "Hey, are you coming to this thing?" And I had just seen one of them like 3 weeks ago. And then my professor was like, "Well, I had posted it on the bulletin board, like on campus. I mean, I haven't been on campus since May. It's almost as bad a snub as the urinal story. The urinal story. Yeah, but I don't know. I guess I try to pick my battles and I try not to like take things too personally. But what urinal story have I told you? What urinal stories do I have that are appropriate for the channel? Uh, oh no, I didn't tell that one. Give me a hint. No, I didn't tell that one either. uh, the guy who didn't want to stand right next to you. I mean, I feel like that happens a lot. I feel like a lot of guys are like that. Wow, I had a specific story about that, huh? I don't remember that. Well, I'm sure I told it. That sounds like something I would tell. But yeah, no, guys are like that sometimes. Did I take it personally? That also sounds like me. Well, I'm glad you guys remember the stories I tell, and I don't. Right? The thing is, I considered just I considered just dropping out of that program and just saying forget it because basically to get a music minor, this is what you have to do. 4 semesters of like an ensemble, which is fine because that's the whole reason I wanted to do it anyway. And I don't have to be a music minor to do the ensemble. Excuse me. I also have to do 4 semesters of private lessons, which sucks because they're with him. And then I have to take 3 music classes, kind of my choice, which is fine. Um, but yeah, those private lessons, I guess I've already got one in the bag. But man, they are tedious. And he's just, I feel like sometimes he's just so fake that it's just really hard to. I probably can't post this one. So when this live stream's over, you'll never see this one again. But yeah, the thing is, I think he teaches people like everybody wants to be a professional musician, and that's just not the case. Well, my list of famous musicians in my phone are pretty short, unfortunately. I feel like I want to sit down. I need a chair. You don't know? What's that? What's that? What's that? Jeff one? Jeff one? What? Okay. Well, I mean, you're not wrong about that part. Um, I've just been so focused on like learning Spanish and doing a couple of other projects. Like I've started reading again, not as consistently as I need to be, but at least I've cracked open a book finally. And like playing these drills on my trumpet over and over and over again, it's not the most exciting thing. Like to me, playing music is a group activity. It doesn't have to be, right? Like you can be a soloist. Like I play piano by myself, and that's fine. I enjoy that, but that comes easier to me. I feel like, and so like I don't know, it's just boring. That's why I wanted to hang out with those guys. I'm like, let's get together and let's like keep each other motivated. But apparently, they're just already motivated. Like, oh my god, I can't get enough of the trumpet. Like, I think it'd be different if it was something that just came so much easier. But with trumpet, you have to like really work your muscles to make them stronger. Like, I don't know. It's not like, I can just sit at the piano and like I can play. Maybe I need to practice a specific song or something, but I still have the actual physical capability to play. But with trumpet, it's not like that. You have to build up that strength to be able to play. I just part of me thinks that's bullshit. But I mean, obviously, I played trumpet all through middle school and high school. But yeah, anyway, whatever. Um, I can play a little bit of flute as well, but Uh, yeah, I think we lost Christian. He'll be back probably. Yeah. I mean, Leaf year. I feel the same way about art. I always wanted to learn more about art, and I have no talent for it. I considered taking some art classes this time around in college. I might still take a ceramics class at some point just because it's such a basic beginner class. But I just don't know. Like other people in my family are artistic. My brother can draw really well. So I always thought, well, if I just had the right training, maybe I could get better at it. But I don't know. I'm such a perfectionist. I feel like I would always be very critical of my work. Like it would never be good enough. Like my hairstyle. It's just never doing what I want it to do, but that's okay. I just don't know. I think Wes told me, or maybe it was my brother, I don't remember, but they're like, fuck those guys. Don't even try to be friends with them. Just do it for you. Like, just instead of, because I mean, I do miss like the camaraderie, like the friendships that come with performing, and practicing music. But it's like all those guys are so young. You're fine, Leaf. You take your time. All those guys are so young. They're like in their early 20s or late teens, and uh, as as much as I don't necessarily feel 38 or perceive myself as 38, I mean, I know other people do perceive me as that. Um, so yeah. Hmm. I think you reach a point in life where you realize that you shouldn't have to peacock yourself to get people's attention to be your friend. You know what I mean? Like it shouldn't be like that. So I don't know. I'm past that point in life where I give a fuck. Why was there glitter on my laptop? Glitter from what? I guess I didn't make too big of a mess making those cookies. I just need to do dishes. Yeah, I got your message. You're fine, Christian. I think my I think my big focus is you quiet you. Um, my big focus is I really want to tailor my education into teaching. Like not necessarily taking education classes because I don't think you necessarily need to take those unless you're teaching like elementary school or something. Like, I can't think of a single professor that I've ever had in college that had any sort of degree in education. They always had a degree in their fields. So I don't necessarily feel compelled to do that. But I'm just saying, like, I need to take classes that are going to teach me things in a way that will, because I want to teach English to Spanish speakers. I think that's my goal right now. But I could also teach, hopefully, teach Spanish to English speakers. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I think I could. Hi, Spice. Hi, Spice. Oh, there's my baby. Mm. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, you're so precious. Who's my precious baby, huh? Yeah. You want to take that collar off? The collar. Where's that? I'm gonna take it off. No, hang on. Here. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, little precious baby. Hi. I'm gonna rub on. Yeah. Yeah. What do you want? What do you want, baby? Hmm? I know. I know. I know. What? Hmm? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. No, you can't have my milk. Yeah, Leafy, I didn't tell you yet. I've been trying to train her to go outside, not like by herself, but she'll come with me. Like, we go on little walks, and she'll follow me for the most part. But I tried to put her in a harness. She hated that. So now I got her a collar and a leash, and she seems to do fine. Like, she's not as obedient as a dog. Like a dog, you can be like, "Come on, let's go," and then the dog just follows you right next to you at your pace. With a cat, it's more like you're following them and just making sure that they don't get away, basically. And so we kind of meander, you know, through the area while she just kind of explores at her own pace. Um, but I got a cat stroller too for Athena because Athena doesn't really like to walk. She's more of like, why don't you just carry me in a box or something? So I got the stroller thinking maybe she would like that. I took her out in it today and she didn't seem to mind it. I think it's just a different experience. I think the more I do it, the more she might appreciate it. But honestly, the thing is, like, I live in like a neighborhood with people that walk their dogs all the time, right? Like, it's an HOA. Most of the people here are a little older. They're like retired and stuff, and they have dogs. They're always walking their dogs. And here I am pushing a fucking stroller. You know what I mean? Like a crazy person. Um, but then, like, I take Spice out in the evening. Here's this crazy guy with a cat on a leash. Like, so whatever. Yes. Oh, you're just being such a good girl, just sitting here with me. Hi. Hi. Yes. Hi. I think the nightgown would complete the crazy ensemble, right? Focus. I've seen those backpacks, but I don't think they would like that. I feel like that'd be more like a Chihuahua thing. Baby, baby, baby. You're such a good girl. Yeah, such a good girl. Yeah, probably not, but it's okay. But I will try to take a short or something of me walking her for the channel so that I'm sure people would get a kick out of that. Um, but yeah, no, she's been a good girl. The thing is, the reason that I feel like she has to have a leash is because we have all kinds of animals in the neighborhood, wild animals like bunnies specifically. And she saw a bunny the other night, and she started doing that thing where she got low to the ground and she started moving a little faster. And I said, "Don't you dare!" And she stopped, thankfully, but she was ready to haul ass and catch that bunny. So um, yeah, but no, we have like possums and raccoons and foxes and lizards and all kinds of geese and ducks. Like it's crazy. Iguana on a leash. As weird as that might be, ow, ow, ow. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry, I won't do that again. As weird as that is, I think I would love to see that, only so that I could go pet it. What? What do you see? Do you see them? What do you see? What do you see, baby? Hmm? Hmm? Yeah, the lizards I'm talking about are those little green fast ones. Like they disappear in like a second. Um, I'm trying to think. I've had a couple of funny animal encounters that you guys might find amusing recently, other than the slew of raccoons and things that have been on the front porch because I've been feeding them dog food. Uh, but we have frogs too. Um, but I walk outside in the morning and there's like curtains hanging from the thing that we have, like the big pergola, like outdoor curtains. And I hear something go like that. And I thought, what the hell is that? So I don't think anything of it. And I just go back inside and I come back out because I was taking food out there. And all of a sudden I hear, and it just made that sound again. And a fucking cicada flies out of this curtain, thumps me in the chest, and then takes off into the trees. Like, I didn't know that. I didn't know they could be so aggressive. Like, and I love cicadas. Like, I think they're so cool with their big bug eyes. But I just wasn't ready for that. I hit the deck. Like, I fucking went down because I'm like, what is this thing? But as I saw it flying away, I could tell that it was a cicada. So clearly, I startled it because it was hanging out in the curtain, and it thought I was going to eat it. So Dylan is weak to bug type. No, they don't. They don't have a very good sense of direction. And another thing that you see at night a lot, especially here, are the June bugs. And you guys know what I'm talking about. They're little brown beetles. They're not really bugs technically, but they are horrible flyers because they're so big and awkward. They land on the ground and they're on their backs and they're just doing this because they can't roll back over. Um, yeah, I figured Leaf Year probably didn't like June bugs just because of the hair thing. I've had other women in the past tell me those stories. So no, they're kind of cute. They're just kind of dumb, but I did see a really cool, like iridescent beetle. I don't know what kind of beetle it was, but it was about that big. But it was dead, unfortunately. I wish it would have been alive because I would have taken a video of that. The other encounter wasn't actually with something, but I realized something about myself is that I have a really big phobia of wasps, like an actual phobia, because insects don't bother me. You guys have seen me with insects, my cockroaches does not bother me. But something about wasps terrifies me. Like the shape of them and the look of their nests, all the little holes and shit. Like they're just so frightening to me. So I go out on the balcony because we have a little tiny balcony on this house. And I was sitting with Spice because we were sitting there. There was a thunderstorm rolling in and it was just like really peaceful, right? I'm sitting there and I kind of look at the railing. I'm noticing that the railing is constructed in such a way that the not the banisters, what are those called? The spokes, the middle part of this, like a stair of a rail. What are those called? Do we have that vocab word on hand? Well, anyway, So I'm noticing that the space between these bars, there's a recess that goes. See, I thought banister was the whole thing, including the railing. But the vertical parts, that those have a name. What are they called? I'm gonna look it up if somebody doesn't tell me soon. Uh, let's see. Vertical. Oh, damn it! My freaking keyboard's in Spanish right now. Vertical part of a banister. Spindles or balusters. This says the vertical posts that support the handrail on a staircase are called balusters or spindles. Let's go with spindles because that's easier to say than balusters. Balusters? Oh, you really balustered that up. See, it kind of sounds like that. Okay. So, anyway, the space between the spindles, there's a recess in the handrail. And I immediately thought, oh my gosh, that is the perfect place to build the wasp nest because it's completely secluded. Nothing can see up there unless you're like going like this. And sure enough, I get stupid and decide to use my phone light to look up under one of them, wasp nest. And I just kind of, there was nothing on it, right? It was probably abandoned, but I immediately freeze and I'm just like, I have to get off this balcony. So I kind of just like slowly back off of the balcony and I take Spice with me. I'm like, let's go inside. It's time to go. And the next day, I'm downstairs, like where I can actually see up into the balcony, and like every single one of those holes, every single one of those recesses has a wasp nest in it. That's disgusting. Like, just burn the balcony. Like, just take it down. Like, I don't even want to deal with that. So I was like, why don't we just knock off that banister and we'll have somebody come build like an iron one, right? Because an iron one is completely open. And my neighbor was like, well, the HOA is never going to approve that. Okay, well, then they need to come take care of the wasps because I'm not going to deal with that. And I don't feel like I should have to not stand on my balcony because fucking these asshole wasps want to like, but I literally gagged a little bit because I'm like, there's so many of them. Why are there so many of them? They don't even do much. I don't even think wasps pollinate. If I'm being honest, I don't think paper wasps do any pollinating. I think they just fuck around and they sting people. I mean, they're definitely not honeybees, right? Honeybees are super beneficial. Incidentally, that's not good enough for me. You cut a wasp in half midair. Are you a ninja? Is that why you went to jail? What are you looking at? Here's the thing I love about Leaf here is that she is so sweet and like she talks about like, oh, I'm just doing some painting, I'm just doing some crafts, and then out of nowhere it's stories like, oh yeah, I was in jail and oh, I cut this wasp in half with a pocket knife. Like, you were such a ninja in your earlier years. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, everybody keeps knocking over that card. Stop doing that. Leave that alone. Skunks eat wasps. That's like the one thing we don't have around here, which I guess is good because they stink, but they're really cute. One got into work the other day because the stupid sliding door was broken, and I'm just like, damn it. So then I actually killed it, but Porcupines. That's what we need around here. We need some porcupines. That'd be cool. Porcupines, aardvarks, armadillos. Let's get some of those around here. How do I say it? Porcupine, porcupine. They do. They're adorable. They actually are very cute. Wheel, wheel. So, so like you mentioned pronunciation. Now I got to tell this story. My Spanish tutor loves the southern accent. Porcupine, porcupine, whatever. He loves the American accent, like the South, and he's been practicing it. He's actually pretty decent at it, considering English is his second language. But I told him I'm from Southern Indiana, and a lot of people talk like that there. I don't know why, but when I go back there, it starts coming out a little bit. And actually, I said a word the other day, and Wes called me on it. He's like, "What did you just say?" And I was talking about wheels, wheels, like wheel. See, I just don't know if I can say it right, but I said like wheel, wheel. Like I made it very like two syllable, even though it's a one syllable word. Wheel, wheel. The wheels on the bus. The wheels on the bus. Like I don't know. Anyway, so he says, my tutor, he's like, "You do a really good, you do a really good accent." I'm like, "Well, that's because that's where I'm from." Wheel. Thank you, Leaf, here with the emojis since styling isn't here. Is he for real? Wheel. uh, y'all want to go fishing? I told him we ought to go before it rains, but sometimes he just don't listen. uh, yeah. The weird thing is it comes really naturally to me, but then like I've tried to do other accents for him, and I struggle just because other countries or regions pronounce their vowels so differently that when I'm doing or trying to do one of those accents, I really have to think about the words I'm saying first. Um, uh, like, just take for example, like the Canadian accent, like hi, hi. Um, there's very subtle differences in how Canadians pronounce their vowels. So instead of life, like the I sound, it's oi, life. And the O's are much shorter. Like typical American O's are very O, but they're more like oh. Yeah, see, you probably encounter more Canadians because you're way up there in the Northeast, but um, like Manitoba, uh, sorry, there's yeah, um, it's the, I can't think of a good sentence I can say. I need to write some sentences down that I can say, oh yeah, Quebec. And then you're getting into French. What? What? You're the cutest cat I've ever seen in my life, eh? Come here. Come here. Hold up, baby. Come here. Hey, I'm trying to hold you. Fine. If you knock that card down one more time, do not walk by this card. Just leave it alone. She's going to knock it down again. Don't touch that. Thank you. She is. She's so demanding. I love her so much. She's my little diva. Um, what was I going to say? I don't remember. Oh, well, whatever. Anyway. But hey, I did go to a Mexican restaurant for dinner tonight. And as I was paying, I was speaking Spanish with a guy that was at the register. And he was like, "You have a really good accent, a really good, you know, accent for speaking Spanish." And I was like, "Thank you." I was so happy to hear that because I've been trying to do my best. I'm not doing it enough, though. That's the thing. I need to be studying a lot more than I am. Like, I'm on here talking to you guys, and I should be studying Spanish. No, I'm kidding. But I probably will when I get off here. I'll go upstairs and I'll get on the computer. But oh shit. Um. Yeah, Isaiah. Like I told Isaiah, I said maybe we can do the live stream just a little bit later tonight. Let's do it at like maybe 9 or something, so that I have time to go eat and everything. And he's like, "Well, I'll just take a nap or whatever." And then I think he just did he message me back? Maybe he did, but it was just getting late, because he works in the morning. Yeah, that's true, Leaf Year. They do tend to push stuff off the edge. The thing is, like, I've seen cats, they do it on purpose. My cats don't do that, but they like to push their face against crap because that's how they mark stuff, right? They mark with their mouths. And so sometimes they do that to things that aren't very stable. Uh, and I have Wes's birthday cards because his birthday was 11 days ago, and they keep knocking the cards down because they keep rubbing their damn faces on it. Merlin, I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but Merlin is over there asleep on the ottoman, being a little cutie. Shit. I'm not going to be able to set this thing back down. Yes, I know, Spice. Quit moving, quit moving. There. Unbirthday. Did I tell you the ottoman story? Like that thing he's laying on is an ottoman that you would put in front of a couch. But when the living room almost flooded because of all the rain, what was it, like a month and a half ago? We quickly moved as much furniture as we could out of the living room up here to the other level. And I put that ottoman on its side to save space. And the cats loved it. They suddenly just wanted to lay on it. And I'm like, well, now it has to stay like this because they like that it's vertical like that. And Merlin sleeps there all the time. That's like his favorite place to sleep. Why did you bite me? Why did you bite me? No, be nice to me. Did you see her just try to attack me? Hey, ouch. Be nice to me. Why don't you be nice? Hey, thank you. Thank you. Yes. Oh, I know. You just want loving. You're just so violent sometimes. No, don't bite. Ouch. Ouch. Hi. Hi. Yes, good girl. Good girl. She's the same way when I brush her. Like, she likes to be brushed briefly because she knows it helps her, right? She has long hair, she gets mats, but after a while, she just starts to bite me. Um, and it hurts. She bites hard. It's apparently 3 a.m. I should probably sleep eventually. Well, eventually doesn't mean right now. You don't have to sleep right now. Oh, BRB sleeping. Okay, good night, Dragonite. She'll also bite you, like if you are walking and you stand still, and you know how cats like rub up against your legs. Um, if you don't acknowledge her or pet her when she's rubbing up against your legs, she'll bite your legs. So watch out for that. Um, I'm glad that he sent a message on Discord because I hadn't gotten to see Dragonite in a while. She's an ankle biter. But Athena, she's the total opposite. Like Athena's just a sweetheart. She never bites. Um, she just wants to be pampered and well, you never know. Maybe I'll bring her on tour with me when I bring the bus. She'll be in the bus and you have to watch out. Dude, Mercedes, and what's the other one? Bentley? Oh, my fucking back. Oh, man. Well, if I can memorize the periodic table, I should be able to memorize your three cats for as much as you're here. Okay, well, go ahead and come on out. I need one like every day. Actually, let me check on the animals. Hold on just a sec. Oh, man, they already came and ate all that food. Wes didn't eat all of his food at the Mexican place, so we brought it home and we put it outside for the animals, and they've already eaten it. The other night, there were 3 raccoons out there. Like, they weren't fighting. I think they were part of a group or something, but they were just like going crazy for dog food. There's like a little baby possum that's only like that big that comes out there. Oh, he's so cute. And a couple of foxes. Yeah. Bus would probably be not a very good, not a very efficient way to get here. Oh man. Hmm. Have you never seen raccoons? Because honestly, until we started putting food out, I'd only ever seen a raccoon in real life like one time, and it was really far away. They're just so sneaky, and um, yeah. But now I see them all the time. Let me see if I have any recent videos of them. Don't make that sound again, please. Here's a picture my brother sent. This was him in band, and this is little tiny me. If it ever wants to focus, come on, focus. Nobody saw the date in that picture, right? Let's see. Where are the raccoons? it's so fuzzy there. Yes, I'm showing videos of you, Spice. There we go. What? What? Sweetheart, it's a little late to go outside. It's a little bit late. We'd have to put your collar back on. She was ready to fuck that raccoon up. Like, she saw it and she's just. The thing is, when they're at a distance, like at the edge of the patio, she just likes to watch them. But that one got really curious and decided to come up to the door. And then she's like, and, you know, she's ready to attack, which I don't know. She'd probably just chase him off. But I mean, they're bigger than her. Oh, my good girl protecting the house, aren't you? Yeah, they don't get caught. They move pretty quick for being fatties. Like, they're so, like, large. Boop. Spice. I just love their little hands. Oh, look at the way they just pick things up, and they're cute little hands. Foxes are really skittish though. Like, they're very, like, you can't, if they see you, they're gonna run. I don't know why, because I don't think foxes are prey, are they? Like, I don't think anything preys on foxes other than maybe like coyotes or something, but we don't have any coyotes around here. Right. Like, I don't even know what they eat other than dog food. Oh, that'd be cool. A gray fox. The ones here are just orange. They eat rodents. Well, that explains why we don't see any mice around here. Spice, do you want to go outside? Do you want to go outside? I need to teach you what that word is. Yeah, I need to teach you what that word is. Although you did come over here when I said it. Yeah. Look at how pretty you are, sweetheart. Look at you. Yes. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. What was I going to say? Oh, um, hmm. I need to. There's like certain bugs or insects that are really vocal only at night. They're not crickets, but I don't know what they are, and they're not cicadas either. I need to go out there and find, like, there's got to be an app or something where you can, like, play a recording or something, right? And it identifies them. Um, or maybe somebody's done a YouTube video on it. It could be katydids, actually. It might be katydids. I guess we could look. See, that's why I need to do videos. See, I can be a reference for some of these things. Let's see. We're going to YouTube. Um, Katie did Sounds at Night. Are they really noisy? They don't do anything during the day. Like I've seen them during the day and they're usually just chilling. Like I've been able to pick them up and hold them and they don't do anything. Like I don't know. No, that's not the sound. Mm, that's closer. Closer. It's like it's like two successive sounds, like da 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 da, and then they do that all night. No, it's definitely not that. Oh, maybe that's it. They're pretty freaking cool, actually. And they're really big.
ATCC really is a place where science thrives and collaboration thrives.
Okay, whatever.
Katydids create the sound of insects you may associate with nightfall, depending on your geographical location and the time of year. People often think these nighttime bugs are crickets, but that isn't always the case. Crickets have a chime-like chirp, like this, while katydids.
Right, I feel like you hear crickets later in the summer, or like maybe later at night after everything else goes to sleep.
More of a buzzing sound, like this. Katydids and
That's it.
crickets aren't
Yeah.
closely related, though katydids are often referred to as bush crickets, so there can be some confusion. Katydids
That's why
may
we don't
also be
use
known
common
as
names.
longhorned grasshoppers. Of course, this just further complicates things because katydids aren't closely
They're
related to
not related to
grasshoppers
grasshoppers.
either.
Yeah.
And probably the most confusing aspect of all of this is that technically katydids are more closely related to crickets than they are to grasshoppers, but they arguably look more like grasshoppers. Anyway, grasshoppers have short antennae, while crickets and katydids have long antennae, very long. So long, in fact, they're sometimes 2 to 3 times the length of the insect's entire body.
Why?
What's the
That's
easiest
crazy.
way to tell a katydid from a grasshopper, and how to tell a katydid from a cricket? Well, if you want to get really close and personal, you can look at their feet. Katydids have 4 segmented feet, and most crickets have 3 segmented feet. Otherwise, you're probably better off.
Well, okay, but also the fact that katydids are huge. Katydids are like this big. Crickets are like this big. And most of the crickets I've seen are black. That's how you tell them apart. Okay, grasshoppers I'll give you because grasshoppers get pretty big too. But I mean, I feel like grasshoppers have really big eyes, don't they? Like they have huge eyes. And katydids, not so much. Like they have smaller eyes. Right. Like I just feel like they're so different. It's like somebody saying, "Oh, what's the difference between a ficus and a peperomia?" Like they're so different that, you know, or maybe a ficus and a cactus. Maybe not that different. That's pretty different. But yeah, I get if you have a peperomia and like a saxifraga, which actually look a little similar. They both grow from a rosette usually. Um, you know, there could be some confusion there, but yeah. Why is there not a college class about houseplants? I could totally teach that. Oh well. Well, we need to go find a katydid. That's what we need to do. Wes has been wanting. He's been wanting to get a jumping spider as a pet, but they're really expensive. They're like $40 or $50. They only live for a couple of years, so I'm like, probably not. Hi, hi. You want to go outside? I put your collar on. We can go outside. Maybe. I don't want to keep one as a pet. I just want to go find one to hold it and make a video with it. What? Well, I could switch to my phone and we could try to take Spice outside. I feel like she wants to go outside. Do you want to go outside? Do you want to go outside? No, don't. Okay, that's fine. Do we want to try to take Spice outside? Is that what our goal is now? I gotta make sure she actually wants to go outside. Do you want to go out? Do you want to go out? We can go out. I know, I know, I know. Okay, okay. This is kind of becoming the Spice channel, isn't it? Here, get out of that chair. I gotta put the chair back. I gotta put the chair back. Ugh. Ugh. What did I miss? What did I not get? What? Let's see. YouTube. I gotta put my shoes on. I know. I know. No, it's not made for kids. Okay, let me put my shoes on. Is it actually a channel? Come on. Quit doing that. Stop. I would go barefoot, but there's goose poop out there that I don't really want to step in. Okay. So this might terminate the live stream. You guys will have to switch over. Let's see. Did I even title it? I don't think I did. All right, simultaneous live streams. I'm going to end this one. So if anybody else is watching, hit refresh. We're going to start a new one on my phone so I can go outside. All right.